Hi, so I have a story for you guys. I mean, if you guys are having about 5 or 6 minutes on your hands and want to hear something pretty sad and kind of gross, involves birds and blood and intestines. I mean, okay, so I was driving with a friend from my friend's house, and some lady, I guess she hits a bird. So, she's out and we're at a stoplight, and the lady, she's trying to grab the bird. And, eventually she's like looking at her hands, like, oh, and she's like laughing. I don't know why she's laughing. She just had a bird. You're a twat. Anyways, so she gets back in her car and she drives off. I get my friend to pull over now so I can grab the bird. Thing is, she's deathly afraid of birds. So this is kind of funny how she's like freaking out about it. So I get out and I try to get the bird. It hops away. It can't fly. I think its wings broke or something. So I corner it in like this little alleyway. Okay, it's a doorway. I'm not that cool. I won't go in an alleyway. Anyways, so I go to pick it up, and I lift it up, and there's blood on my hands. And I'm like, oh, its leg must be broken. So I'm about to take my jacket off to wrap it around the bird. So I pick up the bird higher at eye level, and I'm looking at it. And its intestines fall into my hands. Now the thing is, its intestines are still in its body, but like half of it fell into the palms of my hands. That's where the blood was coming from. The bird was still alive. I felt so bad for it. It was like a little gray, it wasn't a baby, but it wasn't an adult. It was like kind of adolescence, if they have those. Puberty where I don't know, I'm pretty sure that birds don't grow beards or anything. Anyways, the point is that this bird, its intestines fell out, and it was still alive. And I tried to bribe, I'm like, hey, dude, can we take it to a vet? Maybe you can get some help. Apparently, if an animal's intestines are pretty much hanging out, not much you could do for it, so we ended up having to leave it. And, I was thinking, I should have went back and at least put it out of its misery, but I know I couldn't do that because I'd end up crying like a little bitch. So hopefully somebody did kill it, because I don't want it to suffer through that. I mean, it didn't make any noises or anything. It was so quiet, but I could see the pain in its eyes, and it looked so sad. And I sound like a wimp because I usually don't talk about this kind of stuff. But anyways, it was just so sad. And that made me almost want to become a vegetarian. But I know that's not going to happen because I like my hot dogs. The actual kind of hot dogs. So, I mean, like, has anything ever happened like that to you? I mean, I'm pretty sure that not a lot of you have ever had, like, a bird's intestines fall into your hands. But, like, have you ever, has anything ever something like that happened to you? Have you ever, like, hit an animal, try to save it, it died? I mean, I had a friend who hit a dog, and it was a puppy about this big, and she didn't know what to do with it, so she stole a cooler out of somebody's garage and put the puppy in there, I don't know why, and brought it to a vet, but it ended up dying anyways, after wasting, like, $200 on it. But I don't know, has anything ever happened to you guys like that? Anything sad, disgusting? I don't know, if you have anything, like, crazy disgusting, like a beaver falling into not a beaver, like maybe more like a flamingo falling into a wood chipper, I would love to hear that. Not because I'm sick, but because it's interesting. I mean, come on, a flamingo and a wood chipper? Why would a flamingo and a wood chipper even be in the same area? I'm getting off track, I'm gonna stop. But the point is, I don't know, I want to hear your stories of anything that's ever happened that's sad about animals. And also, if you live in Newport Richey, Florida, and you live off of a street called Darlington, or you go to a CVS on the corner of US 19 and Darlington, do not drink out of the water fountain there, because I washed my bloody bird intestine-filled hands. My bloody intestine of bird something, the blood off my hands into the water fountain. I had to. It's the only way I can, ask for the key. You can't ask a CVS person for the key to the bathroom, like, hey, look, my hands are bloody, can I borrow the key? No, it doesn't work that way. I had to wash them off. So, don't drink out of the water fountain. I'm just warning you, if you do, it's your fault. Don't drink out of the water fountain as of April 21st, 2009, at about 5 p.m. How about that? Sounds good? Good. Okay, so anyways, yeah, tell me some of your stories, baby. And if you actually watched this, and I don't even know. I'm still shocked by that bird. Ugh, I don't even know. Yeah, tell me your stories.